Hello, good morning. And in the topic for the day, we will be taking up the property of associativity of whole numbers. So in a previous video, we have already seen about the closure property and the commutative property. So moving on to the associative property of whole numbers. So the objective for the day is to define the associative property and to solve problems based on the associative property. So here we can see the associative property of whole number says that if A, B and C are any three whole numbers, then A plus B plus C, where A and B are grouped first, will be equal to A plus B plus C, where B and C are grouped. Therefore, addition of whole numbers is associative. Let us understand this by an example. So, associative property hold good for three or more numbers. So, let us take the three numbers such as 2, 3 and 5. So, now you can do your arrangement. Suppose your classmate says, I will add 2 plus 3 first and then I will add 5. So, 2 plus 3 gives you 5 and 5 plus 5 will give you 10. Now another friend of yours says that I will add 2, 3 and 5. First I will add 3 and 5. Then I will add 2 to it. So 2 plus 3 and 5 gives you 8. 2 plus 8 is equal to 10. Now the third one, he says I will associate 2 and 5 first. And then I will add 3. So here you are adding 2 and 5. This will give you 7. 7 plus 3 will also be equal to 10. So now you can see here clearly that how you are associating any two numbers and adding the third number to it. And there is no change in the result. The sum here is the same. Thus, addition of whole numbers is associative, or the associative property hold good for the addition. Similarly, when we move for the multiplication of whole numbers, let us check whether they are associative or not. So, we will take the same numbers 2, 3 and 5 and we will associate any two numbers and then find the product. So, I will associate 2 into 3 first. That will give me 6 and then I will multiply 5 to it. So, 5 times gives me 30. Similarly, 2 into 3 into 5, I can find by grouping 3 into 5 first. 5 threes gives me 15 and then I can multiply 2 to it. 2 15 times gives me 30 again. Or I can associate 2 and 5 first and then multiply 3 to it. So 2 fives gives me 10. 10 into 3 gives me 30. Similarly, we can see the product in all the cases is the same. Thus, multiplication of whole numbers is associative. Checking out the associativity for division and subtraction now. So, let us check with the first example. It is given 100 divided by 20 divided by 5. So let us first group this one, 100 divided by 20. We know 25 times gives me 100. So 5 divided by 5. 5 ones are 5. Therefore, my answer for the left hand side is 1. Now, for the similar question, I will be grouping 20 and 5 now. So 5 4 times gives me 20. That means I have to divide 100 by 4 now. 425 times gives me 100. Here we clearly see that the left hand side and the right hand side are not equal. Therefore, associativity do not hold good for division. Now let us check the associativity for the subtraction part. So for the subtraction part, when we consider the left hand side, it is given 11 minus 5 minus 2. 11 minus 5 gives me 6. 6 minus 2 gives me 4. So my answer for the left hand side is 4. And for the right hand side, if I check 11 minus 5 minus 2. 11 minus 5 minus 2 gives me 3 and 11 minus 3 is equal to 8. Thus, the left hand side and the right hand side are not equal. Therefore, the associativity do not hold good for subtraction also. Thus, we have seen that associative property is not true in subtraction and division of whole numbers, while it holds true for addition and multiplication. So let us do some examples. If A, B and C are any three whole numbers, then A plus B plus C will be equal to A plus B plus C. In the first part, A and B are grouped here, and in the second part, B and C are grouped here. Second question, it says 125 plus 69 plus 17. That means 69 and 17 are grouped first. Will be equal to 125 plus what number plus 17. Now from the property of associativity, it is clear that in the bracket, what is missing is 69. So 125 plus 69 in bracket close, then we will add 70. Question number 3, say true or false. In the first part, it says 46 plus 4 plus 8 is equal to 46 plus, here 4 and 8 are grouped. Here 46 and 4 are grouped, and we can clearly see that three numbers are same, and we know that the associativity holds good for the addition. Therefore, this is true, or you can say yes. This statement is true. In this second problem, we know that the three numbers given to you are 8, 3 and 1, and they have given you the subtraction problem here. We know that the associative property do not hold good for subtraction problems. Thus, this problem is false. In the fourth question, it says name the property. First one is 19 plus 63 is equal to 63 plus 19. It is just like A plus B equal to B plus A. And we know this property is called the commutative property or the order property. Second part says 20 plus 0 equal to 20. On adding 0 to any number, we get the number itself. This is called the additive identity property. Additive identity. Third one, it says three numbers. Three numbers are given to you and they are being associative. Thus, this is the associative property. Here we have to verify following using associative property. In the A part, it is given to you 20 plus 6 plus 30. I am taking the left hand side first. So this becomes 20 plus 36 gives me 56 as the answer. Now in the right hand side part, it is given to you, we are adding 20 plus 6 first. Then we will add 30. So 20 plus 6 gives me 26 plus 30. We will check this is also equal to 56. Thus 56 is equal to 56. Hence the property of associativity is verified for the A. Now let us check for the B part in which the multiplication is given. So in the B part 2 into 5 are grouped together into 7 in the left hand side, and 2 into 5 and 7 are grouped together in the right hand side. Let us check. We know 2 5s are 10 and 10 into 7 gives me 70. Similarly, 5 sevens are 35 and 35 multiplied by 2 gives me 70. So my answers are same, hence the property of associativity is verified for multiplication also. Next question, we have to identify the property. In the A part, it is given to you 20, 18 and 2 are being added and they are grouped accordingly. So we know that associative property holds good for the addition. So this is associative property of addition. In the second part, 2, 49 and 50 are grouped and they are being multiplied. This is the associative property of multiplication. In the C part, it is given to you 1567 into 1 is equal to the 1567, the number itself. This is the multiplicative identity property. Multiplicative identity property, the C part. And the last part is A plus B. Two numbers are being added and the order of adding is changed. Therefore, this is called the commutative property. Now here we will be solving problems using associative property of whole numbers. So now check the sum. What would 9 plus 1 tend to? 8 plus 2 tend to? 7 plus 3 equal to? 6 plus 4 equal to? 5 and 5 equal to. Similarly, you have to check for the products also. 2 into 5, 2 into 50, 4 into 25 equal to? 5 into 20 equal to? 8 into 125, 10 into 10 and 16 into 625. Pause the video here and just try to solve them. And we will check the answers in the next slide. So now here you can clearly see that 9 plus 1 equal to 10, 8 plus 2 10, 7 plus 3 10, 6 plus 4 10 and 5 plus 5 10. Thus the arrangements are made such that all the sums value equals to 10. And in the multiplication part, we know that 2 times 5 or 5 times 2 gives me 10. Similarly, 2 times 50 gives me 100. 4 into 25 gives me 100. 5 times 20 gives me 100. 8 times 125 gives me 1000. 10 tens are 100. And 16 into 625 leads to 10,000. So you have to keep in mind these arrangement while we move on to the next slide to solve the sums based on that, where we have to arrange the numbers so that we can solve them easily. It will take a little practice, so don't be impatient. So let us move to the next slide. So here we have to find the products by suitable rearrangement. We have to rearrange the given numbers using the associative property and find the products. Now we know that 2 into 50 gives me 100. So I will associate 2 into 50 first and then I will multiply 450. So 2 times 50 gives me 100. 100 into 415. This already we have done in grade 4 and 5. 415 into 100 gives me 415 followed by 2 zeros, which you can say 41,500 is your correct answer. Similarly, in the slide here, we see that 125 into 52 into 8 is given and we have to arrange so that we can calculate it easily. We have just seen that 125 into 8 is equal to 1000. Let us check 125 into 8. 8 5s are 40, carry over 4. 8 is a 16, 16 plus 4, 20, carry over 2. 8 ones are 8 plus 2, 10. So this leads to 1000. That means I have arranged 125 into 8 first, which gives me 1000. Then I will multiply 52. So this gives me 52,000 as my answer. In the C part here, again we have to arrange the numbers such that we can easily calculate. So here first of all, I will be arranging 4 and 250. So 4 into 250 gives me 1000 and 70 into 10 will give me 700. So how I am arranging? These are all multiplication. I have grouped these two. 70 into 10 and 4 into 250. So 70 into 10, 700 into 1000. This gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means either you can call it 700,000 or it is 7 lakh. That was all about the multiplication part. Now coming on to the addition part. Again, we can use the property of associativity for adding the numbers by regrouping them. So here we have to keep our eyes open. Like we know that 7 plus 3 will give us 10. So I will have 1 0 at the end. So therefore I will add 837 and 363 first. At the unit place here it is 7. In the unit place of 363 it is 3. And they are regrouped, and if added they will give me 0 at the end. So let us check. 837 plus 363. 7 plus 3 gives me 10, carry over 1. 6 plus 1, 7. 7 plus 3 again 10, carry over 1. 8 plus 1, 9. 9 plus 3 gives me 1200. Therefore, 837 plus 363 tends to 1200. And we are going to add the third number here, that is 208. Now it is easy for me to add. So 1200 plus 8. 0 plus 8 gives me 8. 0 plus 0 gives me 0. 2 and 2 gives me 4. And I am left with 1. So my answer is 1408. Similarly, in the B part, again we have to arrange as such. I should get 0 at the end somewhere. So I can see that in the value here 1962, 2 is there, and here 1538, there is 8 here. So 1962 and 1538, if I add, I will get 0 at the unit place. 8 plus 2 gives me 10, carry over 1. 6 plus 1, 7. 7 plus 3, 10. Carry over 1. 9 plus 1, 10. 10 plus 5, 15. Carry over 1. 1, 2, and this comes to 3500. So these two numbers add up to 3500. Now, similarly, I can add with 453 and 647. 3 and 7 again gives me 10. So I will be adding 453 and 647. 7 plus 3 gives me 10, carry over 1. 5 plus 4, 9 plus 1, 10, carry over 1. 6 plus 4, 10 and 1, 1100. So these two sum up to 1100. Now I will add these two numbers to get my final answer. This will be 0, 0, 5 plus 1 gives me 6, 3 plus 1 gives me 4. So my final answer is 4600. Hope the property of associativity is clear to you. So now there are certain sums for you to solve. Pause the video here and solve these sums by suitable rearrangement. Okay. Here you can see 2 into 50 can give you 100. 125 into 8 can give you 1000. 4 into 25 leads to 100. 40 into 100, 400. Similarly, you can add here 126 and 74 because 6 plus 4 in the unit place leads to 10. Similarly here 319 plus 81, you can add 9 plus 1, tends to 10, that the unit place. So add these numbers and find the suitable answers. The answers are given to you in the next slide. Go and check your answers, and if they are good, give a big thumbs up to you. And in the next class, we will be taking up the distributive property of whole numbers. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.